This video is brought to you by Western Rise. These pants are versatile, comfortable, and high performance. They don't wrinkle, smell, or stain. These pants are water and stain resistant. There's a pocket in front for your phone and a hidden zipper in the back for your wallet. The Western Rise team is so confident that you'll like it that they'll let you test drive it for free for 7 days. You can test multiple sizes and colors, and they won't charge you unless you keep them. So if you guys are interested in these pants, you can get 10% off today with free worldwide shipping and returns by going down to the link in the description below and using my discount code to get 10% off. So check out Western Rise, and now back to the video.
What's up, you guys? It's your boy Pretty Boy Floyd. In today's video, I'm going to be talking about cheek fillers, how much they cost, pain level, what you can expect, and how to get your results the best they can be. So let's start out with the cost. Let's just get straight into that. A lot of you guys been asking how much is it to get cheek fillers. I go to Dr. Cato's office in Virginia Beach, Virginia. All his info will be down in the description below. Instagram, website, all that. So per syringe, it's $750 for Voluma. And I've gotten a total of 4 syringes, so 2 on each side of my cheeks. So I have Voluma and I have Restylane. Restylane is a calcium-based filler, and it mimics bone structure. Voluma is more so of a hyaluronic acid filler, so it draws in water. So Voluma is kind of what it sounds like. It's for volume, it's for projection. We went in the first time, which was around December, which has almost been a year now. I had this about 10 months ago when I first started getting cheek fillers. And the first time I went in and I got 2 syringes, 1 on each side, with Juvederm Voluma. Voluma is a hyaluronic acid based filler, so it draws in water, and over time it sort of gets bigger, but not like that, but like the first time that you get Voluma, you can see the results instantly. You can see cheekbone projection, and you can see the cheekbone, but over the coming days it goes down, almost back to where you were. Like, it's very weird. It almost feels like you just got like a free trial of cheekbones. But yeah, Voluma, it's very swollen at first, but it looked really good, starting off with somebody like me who had like flat cheekbones. I've gotten pseudo. Let me explain something. There are 2 types of cheekbone projection, and I've mentioned this in a video previously of Botox and a masseter. There's 2 types of cheekbone projection. There's true cheekbone projection and there's pseudo cheekbone projection. True cheekbone projection is the actual bone and how it projects from the skull. So, and then pseudo cheekbone, it can be achieved through losing weight, such as losing buccal fat, fat from the cheek area, from weight loss, or it can be from reducing the masseter muscle from Botox. So that's pseudo cheekbone projection. So pseudo cheekbone projection, just as it sounds, it's not actually the cheekbone projecting itself. You're doing other things in order to make the cheekbone project out more. So what we're doing here is we're increasing the true cheekbone projection. We are actually lining the filler on the zygomatic bone and creating more structure. So with Voluma, let me walk through the process. The first time I was actually really scared. This is the first time I've ever gotten any sort of cosmetic procedure, so I didn't know what to expect. First they numbed me up with lidocaine for about 15 or 20 minutes or so, and the area was completely numb. It felt very strange. First they go in with a needle, and then they go in with a cannula. So a needle is like a straight, sharp needle. It doesn't feel like anything. Like, it feels very numb. But first they go in with a needle, and then they go in for cannula. So what a cannula does is that it actually lessens the chances of you getting arterial occlusion, which is what everybody's scared of when they get fillers. Is like if the filler goes into one of the main arteries, it can cause things like blindness, necrosis, things like that. So a cannula helps reduce the risk of that. So goes in with the cannula and basically starts filling on the zygomatic bone and sort of shapes it. And it's very weird because you can literally feel the substance on your face, and especially if you're at a low body fat, like it just feels very thin. Like you can just feel everything. You can hear it like go on your cheekbone. It was very weird. I freaked out. Not like freaked out, but I definitely had to take a break. I was just like, okay, I need a breather because this just feels too weird. But now I'm a veteran. I'm fine with it. I've gotten plenty of other procedures after that, so I feel perfectly fine. Yeah, but it didn't really take that long. Probably took maybe 15 minutes per side or so. The next coming days, it was very weird because remember how I said it just felt like a free trial? Like in about 3 days, like it almost looked like my face went like back to normal, like in like a week. And I was just like, what's going on? Like I even like wanted to like go into the office and be like, what happened? You know? But then in about 2 weeks time, it actually started to come back, and that's because Voluma draws in water. So at first it's swollen, just because, you know, you're penetrating the skin and, you know, you're putting something in there, you know, whatever. Everybody gets swollen. And I think the effect of the cheekbone projection probably lasted around 3 days, you know, and then I was like, what happened to it? And then like at around like day 14 or so, like it actually started to come back, and I was like, oh, okay, that's what it looks like. So it takes a while for it to like settle into the body, for the hyaluronic acid to start drawing in water. So don't freak out if you get fillers for the first time and like you're like, where did it go? It'll come back around 2 weeks time. But even though it came back, I was just like, okay, I still think I need more. And the doctor agreed. So that's the thing too. Always check with your doctor. Don't go to somebody else because your doctor tells you, no, I think you've had enough. Because they definitely have studied faces more than you. And when you start doing these things, you actually start to forget how you used to look before. So the thing is, you don't want to look bizarre, or at least for the most of us, we don't look like we've had something done. We definitely want to see improvements, and we definitely want to look like a better version of ourselves, but we don't want to look bizarre and disproportionate and out of our, you know, out of harmony, as I should say. So he agreed, but this time we definitely wanted more sharpness in my cheekbones, and to do that we used Restylane. Restylane, again, calcium-based filler. Yeah, so it mimics bone structure, and we really wanted to get that sharp cheekbone look. He calls it the CK1 cheekbone. So, so yeah, we really wanted to get the nice facial structure going with that. So again, same process with the Voluma. You can hear it. It feels weird, but there's no pain at all. So yeah, the cost of those $750 per syringe, and I've gotten 4. I don't know. You guys do the math. 3,000, something like that, like close to like $3,000 or so. So yeah, overall, to be honest with you, it makes me way more photogenic. Not like in a way like, oh my gosh, I feel so much more confident. Like, nah, man, like I look better with it. When I mean like confident, like I don't mean like, oh, I feel much better about myself and this and that, blah, blah, blah. Like, nah, man, like I look better, like way more photogenic. And by photogenic, I mean like, damn, these photos were just coming out amazing. I'm talking about like, bro, if you ever played like Call of Duty, or like, you know, like you're a hacker or some shit like that, like you gamers will get what I'm saying, but bro, you just firing at the hip, just getting headshots. Like, and what I mean by that is just like, bro, every time that I moved, it would just like, oh shit, that was a good photo. Like everything just click, 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 click. I just, it's crazy. Like, I've gotten to the point where like I don't even have to really try anymore. Like, and that's what I'm starting to notice about this whole modeling thing. It's just like, damn, bro, like when you look good, like you really don't need to try that hard. Like, a lot of people ask me like, you know, how do you pose? What do you do? How do you pose? Bro, I just move and just stop or so, like, you know, and just be like, let me stop, let me move again, let me stop again. And man, I tell you, when I'm at these photo shoots, and especially when I first get it done, and like you can still see the sharpness of my cheekbone and my jaw, and the facial structure just looks, you know, just nice and strong. I'll just be moving, I'll be doing some crazy shit, I'll be looking like I'm dancing in that joint, and like I said, bro, it's like firing at the hip and getting headshots. Like, it's just like, dang, I can't miss, you know. But let me not say that, because we already know there's always another side to that. Sometimes seems like you just can't hit nothing. So I'm definitely very grateful for experiencing this and experiencing, you know, that. So yeah, my photos have come out like a lot better. I feel more confident as a person, and like I said, not like more confident like a false confidence, like, oh yeah, like I feel better. Like, nah, dude, like objectively, like I feel like it's improved my facial structure. So if you guys haven't already checked out my video, how I changed my face, that's where I go more in depth to like how you can achieve pseudo cheekbone projection, which is like basically, it's not really free, but it's basically a free way to get, you know, more cheekbone projection, because a lot of people actually don't need to get surgery like they think that they do. It's mainly just body fat, and you just need to lose weight. There's a reason why a lot of high-end fashion models, a lot of actors, A-list actors, a lot of good-looking actors are at like low body fat percentages. It's because it makes the facial structure pop more, and a more leaner, angular face is seen as more attractive these days. Sometimes, I'm not saying all angular faces are attractive, but yeah, it's definitely pretty prevalent in A-list actors and high fashion models and stuff like that. So I guess we'll go into like high set and low set cheekbones. So for me, somebody like me, I have low set cheekbones, which means that the zygomatic bone is actually inserted adjacent to the tip of my nose. So it's down here. Somebody with high set cheekbones, the zygomatic bone is set a little bit higher. And yes, when we're talking about faces and like beauty and stuff, like a millimeter makes a difference. It's crazy. So like so all you have to do is just really like check the side of your cheekbone, like your zygomatic bone, wherever the insert is, and just follow it around to your nose, and wherever it hits, either you have low set or high set cheekbones. In the modeling industry and high fashion, you'll definitely see a lot of models with high set cheekbones. Low set cheekbones, high set cheekbones, really either one is like attractive. It doesn't really matter that much, but definitely if you have low set cheekbones, more than likely you're gonna have cheekbones that aren't as prominent. What's good about high set cheekbones is that it actually enhances the eye area a little bit more. I've noticed people who have high set cheekbones actually have like a really nice eye area and really nice eye shape. So yeah. Another thing too, when Dr. Cato was doing my cheekbones, we were looking for, you see, I kind of like an androgynous look. So at first he was going to make my cheekbones like straight, you know, like straight like that, which is a very masculine profile. But he said, I see you more as like an edgy guy. And that was like the first time he, you know, met me and stuff like that. So what we tried to do is we tried to angle my cheekbones a little bit more. You know, we try to give it more of an angle and not so straight. And I think that makes it like way more interesting, you know, like a way more interesting cheekbone. So yeah, I really like that look. You can see that my cheekbone has like a curve in it, kind of. So I think that's a really good, like, I really like that. I really like that. So yeah, there are two types. There's dovetailing cheekbones, and then there's hollowed out cheekbones. Hollowed out cheekbones just sound like what they are. The buccal fat area is very low, and it can almost look skeletonized at times. So this can actually look attractive for some people, but is definitely on the edge of like not looking attractive, like somebody like Abraham Lincoln. I mean, I don't like talking about people, but like, you know, like sometimes it can go too far. And dovetailing cheekbones is like what you'll mainly see in like very like lean people. You know, the buccal fat area, it's still very low, but it's not like extremely low like hollowed out cheekbones. It's not like you are like a homeless guy, you know, like it doesn't look like a homeless guy look, you know what I mean? It just looks like a healthy amount of body fat. So yeah, so for somebody like me, is dovetailing cheekbones all the way. It's the only way I could think of getting hollowed out cheekbones is if I get buccal fat removal. But when I first got the cheek fillers, it definitely made my cheeks more hollowed out, just because I do have a low body fat percentage. The fillers actually projected it out and like hollowed out this space a little bit more. I can actually show you guys some videos, like some examples of when I first got it, and I could see it. Like I could see it when I talk, you know what I mean? Like you can see like that hollowed out space a little bit, and that makes it more prominent. I think that's about it. I think I've given you guys like a lot of information. I think I've given you guys a lot like to think about. But for me, it was definitely worth it. And like I said, man, definitely make you more photogenic. And it's definitely improved me. And this is all an investment. So that's just a little taste of like the cost. Don't forget, like I've gotten other procedures done too. So yeah, that's just one part of my face. Have I thought about getting cheek implants? Yeah, because it's more permanent. Like this stuff, it will metabolize and go away. So there's one last thing I want to touch on before I end this video off, is that these fillers only last about 6 months to up to 2 years. And I'm taking in consideration the Voluma and the Restylane. I think Restylane is like 2 years, Voluma's like 6 months to a year or so. So they metabolize eventually, and the effect does start to go away. So when you are doing this, you got to keep in mind that you're buying a treatment plan. So if you say like yeah, I spent $3,000 initially, but like to touch it up and stuff like that is probably not going to be that much, you know, like again and again. But it's definitely something I'm gonna have to keep up with for a long time. So like maybe I won't spend $3,000 the next touch up, but I'll probably spend like $1,500 the next touch up, and then less, you know, as time goes on. Because even though the effect might still be gone, there's probably still some residual fillers left, you know. So it doesn't completely go away, I know that, but it's definitely significantly decreased. So yeah, so just realize that when you're doing these fillers and stuff like that, you are buying a treatment plan. That's why cheek implants are also an option, or an implant is also an option. I haven't looked into that just because I haven't gotten to that place yet. I actually feel satisfied. Like I always thought, you know, like I'm actually okay. I'm okay with this right now. You know what I mean? In the future, maybe, I don't know. Who knows? You know. So yeah. So that's really what I want to like touch on. Also, is that do not get impatient with it. Again, like I said, always consult with your esthetician and the person that you're working with closely who is doing your fillers. Just because you're a little bit biased because you know, you've seen your face for how many years, and the doctor has seen your face for like the first time. So he has a lot more experience than you, and we kind of have trouble viewing ourselves from other people's eyes and seeing ourselves from the way that other people see us. And they're more trained in that aspect and looking at faces and, you know, correcting it and things like that. So I do remember one time I was just like, I think I need more, and he was just like, no, I like you're good now, like it's perfect now, you know. So definitely be patient. Don't get this all done in like one go. Definitely start slow, like just do one at a time or even half a syringe at a time. You know, but again, consult with your esthetician to see what's best for you, but don't be impatient with it. Like I said, it's been almost a year now, and now we're considering maybe doing a touch up, but touch up like half a syringe here, half a syringe there, like very light touch up, you know. So be patient. The reason why, let me not say the reason why, but for most cases, for people to look bizarre or look overfilled, it's because they're not with a licensed or educated esthetician, or they go against their esthetician's words and just like do their own thing and like, you know, go on Groupon, let's say, and like get fillers at a discounted rate and things like that. So really research, make sure you're going to somebody who's good, and really trust what they're saying and take it into consideration, really, because this is your face. You don't want to ruin it, and again, no amount of money saved is worth ruining your face over. So even if you have to spend a little bit more to go to somebody who's better, do it. So yeah, I think that's it. I think that's it for this video. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. The next video I'll talk about the jaw and the chin, and yeah, that's it. I'll see y'all in the next video. Peace.